Hi everyone, I'm Julie Saida and welcome to another show of the Mediterranean Meals Cooking Show. What we are going to prepare today is bruschetta. Bruschetta is a piece of bread which has been toasted. You can toast it on a barbecue grill if you're using a barbecue, or you can just pop it in the oven and get it nice and golden brown. It's nice to use country bread if you can, ciabatta or country bread. The next thing that we need to do is use some tomatoes. The other ingredient that goes into bruschetta is garlic, basil, fresh basil, okay, that smells so good. And we're going to be using gray sea salt. I love gray sea salt. And of course, let's not forget extra virgin olive oil. Okay. The other things that are option, if you want to put on your tomatoes, you can add a little bit of peperoncino, red flake pepper, or we can add a little bit of the pecorino romano. Again, pecorino romano is the cheese that is made from sheep's milk. That's the word pecora in Italian, which means sheep, and it's used mostly, from the Rome South region, versus the Parmigiano, which is used much more often in the northern region. Okay, so what is the first thing that we're going to do? We're going to take a tomato here. Okay, they smell so good, and I'm going to cut it, and then I'm going to cut it again. Okay, I'm going to take this other half and cut it again, and we're going to cut little cubes. Okay, unless you have one of those little machines that you can make cubes, just put your tomato in there, maybe it'll be a lot easier. Okay, there we go. Now, if you notice, the tomatoes, the color of the tomatoes, the red pigments of the tomatoes are very rich in lycopene, and we know now that lycopene is very healthy for you. Okay. The other thing, if you want to know a little bit about the origin of bruschetta, bruschetta comes from the ancient Romans, who used to use bread, and in order for them to test the fresh new olive oil, they used to take the bread and rub it with garlic, okay, and add the olive oil on top, and that's how they tasted the new olive oil. And of course now they have added tomatoes, which were in season, and basil, and that's now how we have bruschetta. Okay, there we go. We're almost there. A little bit more here, smaller pieces. Let's put that in here. Beautiful. Okay, I have 2 tomatoes in here. Those 2 tomatoes are going to be able to cover at least 4 to 6 pieces of bread. Okay. Now, we're going to be taking a little bit of garlic, and we're going to crush it into our tomatoes. Here we go. Okay, you can put one more small clove. I love garlic, so you can put as much garlic as you like. There we go. One more. Okay, beautiful. The next thing we're going to add to this is, of course, sea salt. Beautiful. And then we're going to add some of the basil. Break the basil with your fingers, just like that. First of all, you get to smell it so much more. There we go. Let's put another little branch here, just like that. Oh, that smells so good. Ooh, can't wait to have some. The next thing that we're going to put is a little bit of olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, of course. Okay, just enough to, oh, beautiful. Now then, we're going to mix this just like that. Okay, And I'm going to taste it. I like to taste it just to see if I have enough salt in there. Wonderful. Oh, so good. So good. Now, of course, for those of you that like more garlic, you can take a clove of garlic, you could rub it on your bread. That tastes so good too. Love it. Okay? So you can continue doing that and finish the rest with the garlic. Now, we're going to take our tomatoes and cover this, right, with the raw tomatoes. I mean, how healthy is this? Not just healthy, it's delicious too. Okay? Just because you're eating healthy doesn't mean you have to give up flavor. The flavors in this, between the herbs and the fresh tomatoes and the fresh olive oil, okay? We're going to put just a little bit more basil. I just love that extra little bit of basil in here. You can put a little bit on each piece, like that, like that, and like that, okay? Beautiful. And what we're going to do is sprinkle it just a little bit more olive oil right on top, just like that. And like I said to you, optional. If you want to put a little bit of pecorino romano, you can sprinkle it. You don't have to. You can leave it out. Or if you want to, you can sprinkle a little bit extra peperoncino if you like that spiciness, which I do. Okay. And then you can take it and just eat it. And buon appetito. It tastes good. Thank you. And come back to see another show. Bye-bye.